I've been a pilot for about 3 years now. The long-term goal is to get into the airlines.
After 3.5 years searching for his dream job in Australia, Choahan is heading back to India.
The airline industry in Australia is pretty small and it's quite saturated. There just isn't enough jobs for everyone out there.
But Choahan's difficulty in finding a job in Australia began long before he decided to retrain as a pilot.
Did you get ATIS?
Yeah, it's Delta.
Okay.
I was struggling to find a job as a mechanical engineer after relocating here in 2019. They always used to tell me either I don't have a local experience or I don't have local qualification. I worked odd jobs just to get that local experience. Instead of putting Choahan Nagesh on the resume, I started putting it as Sandy Nagesh. It was almost a year of looking for jobs before I decided, might as well just change careers and try something else.
For decades, Australia has been an attractive destination for skilled migrants from countries like India. But as we reopen after COVID lockdowns, migration from India is not what it used to be. Net migration from India has rebounded, but it's almost half of what it was 3 years ago. More Indians are leaving Australia now than they were before the pandemic hit, and fewer are arriving too. The federal government is attempting to attract almost 200,000 skilled migrants to the country. But in the past financial year, more than 20,000 Indians returned home or found work elsewhere.
When we came to Australia, we didn't know anyone in this country. It's a tough journey.
Shweta Dobaria came to Australia 7 years ago on a student visa, but stayed on as a skilled migrant.
Currently, I'm working as a business analyst in IT company. The government, like NSW government, is sponsoring me to, stay here because I am a skilled worker and they need those type of skilled workers. So they give me that permanent residency visa.
But now she and her young family are also looking to leave.
My mother-in-law currently staying with us and spending some time with us and my son. Daddy bolave. Yeah. Bringing them over here, it will cost us at least $100,000 for an application fee. No one has that much of cash. Going back to India is, I would believe, one of the most toughest decision we need to take. But we don't have a choice right now because, we don't want to stay apart from our family.
Many migrant groups, including Indian migrants in particular, have expressed recently a number of difficulties, if you like. Childcare difficulties, family reunion difficulties, pre-arrival difficulties in terms of visa application processes. Many of them feel that their skills and qualifications are not really properly recognized in the system.
Analyst Professor Fethi Mansouri says a worldwide skills shortage has resulted in an international race for talent.
Globally, many other countries have been competing for migrants post-pandemic. Figures show that, for instance, the UK has attracted almost 6 times as many migrants as Australia. Germany has attracted almost 10 times migrants as Australia in the same period. So Canada, in comparison, for roughly the same period, has attracted 3 times as many migrants as Australia, and more critically, 100,000 more Indian migrants than we did. And it cannot simply be explained because of the pandemic lockdown, because that would have impacted other countries in the same manner. So I think the government is just not connecting the dots here. You bring skilled migrants or global talent individuals, and then once they're here, you basically left them to very much swim on their own.
Home Affairs Minister Clara Neal told 7:30 Australia needed to build a migration program for the future, which was why she'd commissioned a comprehensive review of the system due in coming months. Indrakshi moved here 12 years ago with her parents, but her experience has been very different to what they faced.
Since I was so young, I was able to adapt pretty quickly. My parents obviously came here at a later stage of their lives, so they find it hard to blend in at their workplace. She did struggle to find a job for a couple of years in Australia, but eventually she figured that the best option was to move back.
I'd love to talk to your mum. Let's chat to her.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So, Radha, what made you leave Australia?
But I did not get the growth, neither the promotion nor in terms of the increments. I was not compensated very well. So I had to leave and look for some other opportunities outside Australia. This subtle racism exists, though they do not openly tell you that you are an Indian or you are an American or Australian. It is not there because code of conduct does not permit to discriminate people within the organization.
With her parents now in the Middle East, Indrakshi says she misses a connection to culture.
So obviously my mom would encourage me to wear saris. I do talk to my parents every day. It's kind of hard for me not to go back, not to talk to them. But no, yeah, it does get lonely.
Initially, it was a bit of a change coming from India. It's a different lifestyle, different culture.
Like thousands of other Indians who've already left Australia, Shravan has given up on the life he's built down under.
Having settled here, adjusted to the place well, made a lot of friends and a great social circle. It was a pretty tough decision, but considering the opportunities, career prospects, progression, and all of that, I thought it would be better, to go overseas.